미국 FLW 코스타 챔피언십 출전권이 걸린 FLW 코리아 한국 대표 선발전.
한국에 배정된 시드를 통해서 11월 미국 컨터스빌에서 열리는 코스타 FLW 챔피언십에 출전하게 되고요. 이 대회 출전한 8개국 선수 중 최고의 성적을 거둔 한 명은 2019년 대망의 FLW 파이널 대회 포레스트 우드컵에 출전하게 되는 명예를 얻게 됩니다.
참가 선수들을 응원하기 위해 FLW 상금 랭킹 1위의 주인공 스캇 마틴이 한국을 찾았습니다. 결전의 장소 충주호에서 이틀간의 베스 탐사에 나선 스캇 마틴. 그의 새로운 도전이 시작됩니다.
5-pounder, 5-pound largemouth, a 5-pound largemouth. Got it! Oh! Oh! That was the coolest thing ever in my life. That was awesome!
스포츠 피싱의 종주국 미국. FLW는 그곳에서도 베스를 대성호종으로 하는 가장 큰 토너먼트 단체입니다. 참가하는 선수들은 베스 낚시 하나만으로도 부와 명예를 동시에 거머쥘 수 있는 앵글러들에겐 그야말로 꿈의 무대로 불리는 곳이기도 하죠. 최근에는 FLW 코리아가 시드권을 배정받게 되면서 FLW 코스타 챔피언십에 출전하기 위한 한국 대표 선발전을 개최해왔습니다. 한국 대표로 선발되면 미국 알라바마주 컨터스빌에서 열리는 FLW 코스타 챔피언십에 출전해 세계 정상급 선수들 200명과 결전을 치르게 되고, 최종전인 포레스트 우드컵에 진출해 우승하면 3억 원이 넘는 거액의 우승 상금을 거머쥐게 됩니다. 한국 대표 선발전이 열리기 며칠 전, 이미 국내에서도 많은 팬을 보유하고 있는 FLW 상금 랭킹 1위의 주인공 스캇 마틴이 한국을 찾았습니다.
Very nice to meet you. Yes, thank you.
올해로 19년차 토너먼트 프로인 스캇 마틴은 미국 앵글러들에게 레전드로 통하는 롤란드 마틴의 아들로 지금까지 받은 상금이 무려 우리 돈 30억 원이 넘는 명실상부한 탑 클래스 앵글러입니다.
This is my first time over to South Korea, and we landed here in Seoul and drove through the city, and it's just beautiful, beautiful. The architecture, the buildings, the people, everyone is so nice, and I'm very excited about being here, and very, very glad that I came 15 hours from the United States to South Korea. You know, I was aware that South Korea had some pretty good bass fishing. I was able to meet some of the people, yourself, as well as some of the other people last year at the Forestwood Cup at Lake Murray. And it was very awesome to hear about all the great stories and how FLW Korea is growing, and the opportunity here for good fishing and for people to enjoy the sport of fishing and the challenge of fishing. The one thing that I can say about the Korean anglers is how passionate they are for the sport. You know, it's art. Fishing is art, and the challenge of figuring out how to catch a fish is the passion. That's where you get it from. That's the excitement of the sport. With FLW Korea starting over here, I'm so excited about the opportunity for all Koreans to enjoy the sport of bass fishing, because it's truly my love, and I'm so glad that all the way on the other side of the world that we have many anglers here in Korea that enjoy and love the same sport and share the same passions that I do.
충주호 대회 이틀 전,
지금으로부터 2028년도 FLW 한국 대표 선발전 미디어 데이를 시작하겠습니다.
박수 부탁드립니다.
반갑습니다.
서울에서는 국내 베스피싱 토너먼트의 입지를 알리기 위한 미디어 데이 행사가 열렸습니다.
충주호가 굉장히 낯선 필드예요. 근데 저희가 이제 여러 가지 하는 이유는 저희 협력사도 그렇지만 우리나라가 지금 굉장히 필드가 많지 않습니다. 그래서 그 필드를 늘리기 위해서 여러 가지 많은 노력을 하고 있고 또 거기에 저희 그 업체들이 많이 도와주고 있고 선수들이 도와주고 있으니까 머지않아 좋은 결과가 있을 생각하고.
I'm very excited about experiencing some of the fishing here myself. And what I can say to everyone that is watching on television, everyone that's here in this room, is that fishing is a passion. Fishing is a passion that will unite all of us from different countries around the world with many languages, but one passion.
많은 언론사들과 참가 선수들이 모인 미디어데이 행사에서는 FLW에 대한 자세한 소개와 참가 선수들의 출사표, 출발 번호 추첨이 이어졌습니다.
네, 뭐 충주에서 뭐 좋은 성적 있었던 것 같아요.
오, 이번 우리의 그라운드 충주에서 몇 등?
1등했죠?
1등했어요?
네.
연습을 조금밖에 못할 것 같아서 일단 그 참가의 의미를 좀 두고 있습니다. 또 좋은 계기라 생각을 하고 또 참가하면서 또 다른 선수들 이렇게 연습하는 것도 좀 파악해서
우선 미국을 꼭 가겠다는 일념으로 건터스빌 자료만 너무 찾아봤습니다. 그래서 좀 더 공부를 못해서 뭐 기본에 충실한 낚시를 좀 진행해볼까 생각하고 있습니다.
이게 토너먼트고 이게 우리가 꿈꾸던 것이 아닌가라는 생각을 합니다. 저는 지금도 아직도 그 꿈을 진행 중이라고 생각하고 여러분들도 저와 같은 경험을 할 수 있는 기회가 더 많이 왔으면 좋겠습니다.
그래서 이 자리에 계신 분들 모두 다 같이 미국 가자!
좋습니다. 미국 갑시다. 자, 파랑 노랑 해주세요. 36번 점점 내려가네요. 네. 자, 미국 가십시오. 자, 과연 미국에 갈 두 명의 선수는 어떤 선수가 될지.
We're very excited about our international partnerships and having FLW Korea come on board with us 5 years ago was a great opportunity for us and we're excited about the opportunity that creates for FLW Korean fishermen. And so we're looking forward to opportunities to expand upon that. It's gone great so far. We've had 5 years of a partnership and this is the third championship event. And I'm very excited to be able to be here and witness it firsthand and look forward to crowning champions and seeing who will be joining us in the States for the Coastal Championship coming up in November.
So we've got the plan. I just met with several of the other people that are going to be helping with the fishing. I want to see the boats. I want to see the lures. I want to see the techniques. And I want to see the anglers all performing in this tournament. So I'm excited about this. I'm very excited about being able to catch a bass, a largemouth bass, here in South Korea on Cheongju Lake. I cannot wait to do it. It's something that I'm not sure how I'm going to feel because this will be the farthest I've ever caught a bass from my home country of the United States. So it's really neat, and it's just awesome to think that South Korea has so many lakes and so many opportunities for fishing. And with FLW and FLW Korea teaming up and creating this opportunity for anglers, again, to see the passion and to experience the sport and the enjoyment of fishing. It's a great time in the sport of fishing overall. How many millions of people are loving fishing?
본 게임이 열리기 하루 전 공식 연습이 열리는 프랙티스 데이에 드디어 충주호를 찾은 스칸 마틴.
Lake Chunju is beautiful, and it reminds me of a lot of lakes that we have back in the United States. It looks very similar to some of the lakes in the Midwest, Beaver Lake, Table Rock, Lake Cumberland. This lake has an opportunity to have some really good fishing because it has cover. It has a lot of vegetation. It has trees in the water. It has a lot of rocks. The water clarity is clean, very good and clear water. So this lake really has everything that it needs to sustain a great fishery. And it reminds me a lot of lakes back home. It's a beautiful, beautiful lake.
언어는 달라도 앵글러들의 마음은 언제나 통하는 법. 물가에선 꾼들에게 무슨 말이 더 필요할까요?
excited.
Hey, beautiful lake.
Your partner,
Oh yeah,
Mr. Kim.
Mr. Kim.
Kim Takyun, Kim.
Kim, very nice to meet you. Pleasure. Pleasure. This is Kim. He's going to be taking us out today. So tell everybody hello. That's good stuff. It's very good. Well, thank you. We're looking forward to spending the day with you today.
최선을 다해.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm so excited about being here. This lake looks amazing. This Kungju Lake looks very good. The water has come up from what I hear 30 feet, which will make it challenging to see how the fish are reacting to the water. But it looks good. The boats, all the anglers, all the Korean anglers have very good boats. So I'm excited. I'm excited about catching my first bass in Korea.
한국에서의 낚시를 도와줄 김탁현 프로와 함께 출발 준비를 시작해 보는데요. 보트에 오르기 전 신발부터 닦는 모습이 낯설지 않습니다.
All right. We're ready for some bass fishing today. Very good.
어떤 거 쓰고 싶으시냐고 물어보세요. 어떤 거? 그 하고 싶은 채비.
No, whatever he recommends is good.
아, yeah.
I'm not prideful. Whatever works. You know, here's the thing that you have to realize about this lake is that the forage is different. Like they don't have shad here, so you know the migrations, the typical migrations of bait fish in the lakes in the United States don't necessarily happen the same way here. So my instincts are to do one thing based on what the forage is in the United States, but it's not that way here. So the lures are different, the techniques are going to be different. So it's going to be a learning curve. I'm excited about trying to figure it out, but it is going to be different.
첫 번째 포인트는 일단 그 곱부리로 한번 가보겠습니다. 곱부리로 이제 어디로 지금 이동하는지 그 본류하고 지류에 있는, 그러니까 지류 초입에 있는 곱부리들, 그러니까 지류에 있는지 본류 쪽으로 나 있는지 곱부리를 한 몇 군데 탐색해 보고 싶습니다. 일단.
Oh, how many am I going to catch today? 20. 20. No. Hopefully, team, hopefully catch 5 together. Be good.
열심히 해봐야죠. 5마리. 아, 오늘 상황에 5마리 힘들 것 같은데 최선을 다해 봅시다 그냥.
매번 하는 낚시지만 즐겁고 설레이는 마음은 숨길 수 없나 봅니다. 최근 들어 충주호의 수위가 급격히 오르면서 쉽지 않은 상황이 이어지고 있다고 하는데요. 과연 200만 불의 사나이라 불리는 스칸마틴, 처음 오는 낯선 필드에서 얼마나 멋진 모습을 보여줄 수 있을지 벌써부터 기대가 됩니다.
지금 그 브러쉬, 그 곱부리 앞쪽 브러쉬에서 지금 베이트 피시 떼들이 있어서 잠시 세웠는데 어떻게 아까 라이즈도 하는 것 같았거든요. 그래서 지금 낚시하라고 지금.
베이트 피시의 움직임을 목격하고 진입한 첫 번째 포인트. 낯선 환경에 적응하기 위해 신중하게 포인트를 탐색해보는 스칸마틴.
When we pulled up, Kim saw bait fish, small bait fish on the surface against the shoreline. And we're staying about 1 cast off the bank. Kim's throwing a nail-weighted wacky rig, and I'm throwing a chatterbait right now to imitate the bait fish. Are the bait fish about this big? How big? The bait fish.
10cm.
About that big? So that's good. Yeah.
So basically just going around this point, he's throwing the worm down the bottom. I'm throwing the chatterbait a little. Oh, it's a bite? No. Ah, thought you had a fish.
어색함을 풀기 위해 먼저 장난도 걸어봅니다.
Oh! It was fish.
Fish.
Oh! I missed him. He was little.
Bite?
Yes.
먼저 입질을 받은 스칸마틴. 아쉽게도 챔질까지 이어지지는 못했는데요.
My first bite in Korea. My first bite.
아쉽기는 무척이나 아쉬운가 봅니다.
I did actually. I actually looked at some of the fishing that was available here in Korea on YouTube and saw some people catching some nice bass. So I knew that the grade of fish in this lake and around Korea would be pretty good. I figured the bass would be decent size. And you know, and I have a really good feeling that the people in this tournament, the anglers, some of the anglers are going to have really good bag of fish. I think it's going to be really good. But no, I really didn't know what to expect. Again, the biggest thing for me is trying to understand this lake, and that's why bass fishing is such a game to me. I have to understand the lake, I have to understand the forage and the migration, and it takes a little bit of time, but that's the challenging part that makes it so fun.
제가 충주를 다녀보니까 청풍에서 낚시를 해보니까 이런 지형에 좀 보기가 있는 것 같더라고요. 브러쉬하고 그 돌들 조금 섞인데 오늘은 그냥 지형만, 겉지형만 보고 지금 낚시를 해보려고. 깊다 여기도.
수온은 어느 정도 돼요? 적당한가요?
수온 21도예요. 21도. 21.5도. 뭐 나쁘진 않습니다. 아주 활성도는 뭐 충분히 좋을 정도의 수온인데 이제 갑자기 급격하게 이제 수위가 오르고 이러니까. Testing?
All right, so there's fish on the graph. Oh, there's one. There's one. Look, look.
네, 강준치 아니야?
See him biting it? He's biting it right now.
아까는 베스 같았는데 이 지금 이 저게 길이가
It's like a school of them down there.
강준치 맞지?
I just don't know what species they are. They feel almost like small, very small, like bluegill or sunfish. I'm not sure what you have that's comparable to that, but they're not holding on to it. They're just kind of hitting it. But you can see them on the depth finder. Nope, there's a bite. Look.
Bite?
Yeah. But small. Small.
Oh.
Bite. You have a bite?
Bite. 강준치 같아요. 때리는 게. 탑온, 코리아 탑온.
Really? You think?
코리아 탑온.
Really? Oh, let's catch one. The water here in Korea, the color reminds me a lot of some of the lakes we fish back home. But what's really neat about the sport of bass fishing is that even though we have different languages, we have the same passion through one lure. That's what's cool, because we can't communicate very well with words, but we communicate our passion together for our love of fishing. It's neat to be able to share that with Kim. It's very, very awesome. It's very awesome to see how the opportunity here in Korea is for anglers to learn the sport of fishing and learn to enjoy the challenge of fishing. I'm having more fun, even though I haven't caught a fish. I'm having a lot of fun trying to figure it out. You know, it's a puzzle in my mind. Like, should I be out deep? Should I be up shallow? Whereas the bait, paying attention to everything, listening to the environment, trying to hear fish movement, all the different factors. When we finally catch one today, even if it's just one, that's the most exciting part. It's like, yes, the plan worked. And that's the enjoyment of bass fishing.
풍경 좋고 아름다운 충주 이곳저곳을 이동하며 첫째 날 낚시를 이어가고 있는 스칸마틴과 김탁현 프로.
좀 깊은 데 있지 않을까 싶은데 너무 지금 그 풀이 삭고 뭐라 그러지 이거 그 청태 뭐 이런 것들이 너무 많이 껴갖고 그 쉘로 환경이 너무 안 좋다고 지금.
멀리서 온 손님을 좀처럼 반겨주지 않는 충주호 패스.
I like a little more action. This lure here, a lot of times it's just an adjustment of the trailer. This trailer has a lot more action in the water.
여러 가지 루어로 녀석들이 있을 만한 곳을 꼼꼼하게 두드려 봅니다. 그런데 아직까지 제대로 된 챔질조차 해보지 못한 두 사람. 두 사람 다 충주호 낚시가 처음이어서일까요? 생각보다 해답을 찾기가 쉽지 않아 보입니다.
What? Oh! We got one! We got one! Yay!
작은 배스로 먼저 체면 치레를 한 김탁현 프로.
I didn't catch it, but he did. That's okay. We're a team. We're a team. We're getting closer to me catching one.
그 브러쉬 지나다 보니까 그 어떤 게 브러쉬 위쪽에 이렇게 베스가 있었는데 아예 한 4, 5m 이상으로 공략해서 바로. 코리아 베스.
Good luck. Korea bass.
모처럼 얼굴을 보여준 녀석치고는 사이즈가 조금 아쉽긴 하지만 이 녀석 덕분에 배 위의 분위기가 조금이나마 좋아진 것 같습니다.
Hey, good job, teammate. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't see any activity in this creek right here, and I'm not sure how much bait is in this lake here, but I don't see any fish movement, any bait fish swimming around the shorelines. And a lot of times when I don't see activity, I'll keep moving at least until we get around some activity. Today we got around some bait fish and we got some bites, so I hadn't seen any yet. But once we get to the back of this pocket, it'll tell us a lot because we started at the point, we fished our way all the way down the bank, and we'll get to the back. If we caught fish on the point and then didn't catch any fish all the way through or caught fish in the back, then we could start focusing on the back of the pockets on all the places, trying to find a pattern. You know, are the fish in the back? Are the fish on the sides? Are the fish on the points? Are the fish up shallow or are the fish out deep? Those are all things that we haven't figured out yet. And so it's good to kind of sample everything as you go along and pay attention. Like I said, when you're not catching them, it's just as important as when you are catching them because it tells you something. The fish aren't everywhere. The majority of the fish are doing something on this lake right now. We just got to figure out what that is.
스쿨링 돼 있는 것들은 작은 거고 지금 낱마리에 어타면 찍히는 거는 큰 포지션들이 있는데 그건 굉장히 잡기가 까다롭습니다. 오늘.
급격하게 수위가 올라가면서 큰 사이즈의 베스들은 조금 예민한 상태인 것 같습니다. 일반적인 앵글러들과 달리 낚시로 경쟁하고 순위를 매기게 되는 프로들의 세계. 이렇게 노피쉬 상황에서는 어떤 생각을 하고 있을까요?
I don't get panicked when I'm not catching fish because for me, when I'm not catching a fish, it tells me a story just like if I am catching a fish. I use when I'm not catching one, I use that information as well. And over time, I'll start to see a pattern of what's working and what's not working. So when I'm not catching a fish, that doesn't bother me. It just tells me that what I'm doing is not, I keep making adjustments. And so that's I don't get frustrated too much. Now, if everyone's catching fish and I'm not, then it's my fault. I've got to change, you know, my technique. But right now, no one's really catching them good, so it's not the technique, it's the area and the pattern. I don't get too bothered by it right now. Everything tells me something. Every cast tells me something that I need to know about how to be successful and win a tournament. Because I'm always tournament minded. If I was just trying to catch fish, you know, for today, I might approach it a little bit different. But I always fish kind of tournament mind, where I'm eliminating water and trying to find the right water too. So it doesn't bother me.
내일 선발전을 앞두고 연습 중이던 선수를 만나 잠시 정보를 교환해 보는데요. 충주 경험이 많은 차세규 프로가 루어까지 나눠주고 갑니다.
He's caught like 10 on it. Whatever kind that you have that you was working. Is it the one you throwing heavy? Good size? Good size? Oh, that one's good. Yes, that one's better. Okay, thank you. All right, we got the tip. Got a tip.
You did?
Tip was the guys were catching them on points, and also that people were catching them on spinnerbaits. Okay. The Korean bass pros are first class. First class boats, first class equipment, tackle, very good, very, very professional. So I'm very impressed with the caliber and the skill level of the anglers here. Very good anglers. Yeah, I drive 8,000 miles across the ocean, get nothing.
오늘 그 프랙티스하는 프로 선수들을 만났는데 낚시하면서 만났는데 오늘 다들 상황이 안 좋아서 뭐 원피시 아니면 노피시 뭐 이 정도 지금 오늘 기록이 안 좋습니다. 내일은 어떨는지 모르지만 지금 뭐 오후에 이제 조금 더 오후로 가면서 좀 더 안 좋아질까 싶은데 일단 낚시 한번 해봐야 안 되겠습니까?
아직까지 별다른 조과가 없는 스칸 마틴.
Oh, 5-pounder, 5-pound largemouth, a 5-pound largemouth.
Big bass?
That big, big bass. Big bass just came up on the spinnerbait and missed it. He came up and grabbed it. Big.
Big?
루어에 반응은 하지만 혹세까지는 이어지지 않고 있는 상황.
Big. There it is right here. Big. Saw him. Perfect. Oh my gosh, it was a giant, dude. A giant. He came up and went that big. That was a big fish. I didn't realize that there was fish that size in here. That was a nice fish. I mean, it was like legitimately a 4-pounder. I said 5 right off the bat just because I hadn't seen a big one yet. But it was a really good fish. And the fish wasn't real active. It was very lethargic. And you know, there's no wind right now, so these fish are a little lazy. And so this spinnerbait, if I see another one come up and not bite it, where they just kind of come up and look at it and turn away, then I need to throw something like a jerkbait or a swim bait, something a little bit more action maybe. I think a jerkbait could be good. It's so calm at these fish, and it's clear water. These fish just come up and look at it sometimes. And let's see if we get another fish in the back of this pocket. One of the reasons I like going a little faster is I start to notice things quickly as far as where I'm getting bit. You know, going around these corners like this, I can look at the graph as I'm trolling motoring around, I'll start to see fish. But if all of a sudden I get another fish follow my bait up or catch one in this pocket, it could be the pattern. That was a good fish. Those are the ones you need to look for. What do you think? Maybe 110?
If it is,
This size?
110.
110's best?
Okay, good choice.
Good choice. Oh yeah.
소강 상태가 계속되는 와중에 런커급 베스의 모습이 확인되자 점점 분주해지는 스칸마틴. 다시 한번 여러 포인트를 둘러보며 빅베스가 머무르고 있을 만한 곳을 공략해봅니다.
Another one. Teammate's on fire.
또다시 작은 베스를 랜딩한 김탁현 프로.
Very good. Oh, it's not the same one. That is not the same fish.
네, 지금 해가 좀 나고 하니까 이제 입질이 좀 있으니까 한번 큰 거 한번 잡아봐야죠.
Little drop shot.
드랍 샷.
Yep. All right.
다시 한번 신중하게 녀석들을 유혹해보는 스칸마틴.
맑다, 맑아. 해다.
Really?
아,
Okay.
아, 딱 때리는 게 딱 컸는데 느낌이.
Yeah. Exactly.
네.
Kim is good.
오늘은 잔씨할 녀석들만 마중을 나와주는군요.
굉장히 지금 거의 쉘로우만 거의 낚시하는 것 같거든요. 그러니까 조금 더 미드레인지를 좀 공략해 볼 만한데 거의 쉘로우만 지금 거의 공략하고 있습니다. 지금 뭐 메인필드가 그런 데에서 오셨는지 모르겠는데 거의 뭐 조금 미드 정도도 이야기해도 한 6m까지도 이야기를 해도 거의 쉘로우만 지금 낚시하시는 것 같습니다.
부푼 기대를 안고 도전한 충주호에서의 낚시. 사이즈와 마리수 모두 많이 아쉽긴 하지만 오늘은 이쯤에서 마무리하고 내일을 기약해보기로 합니다.
Kim, you did very good today. You beat me. You caught 2 bass. I caught no bass. But I had 5 bites today. And I truly enjoyed it because today was a challenge. I didn't win the game today, but the challenge was still fun. Learning this new lake and seeing the beautiful country and fishing in your nice boat and having opportunities to have a great day is what it's all about. And I hope you guys at home watching this get to see the passion and the challenge that this bass fishing really brings out. You know, that's what it's about. So have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're the champion.
오늘 함께해서 즐거웠는데 고기를 못 잡게 해서 참 죄송하다고. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but I tell you what, I did. This is the only time that I've actually ever gone fishing, especially in a TV show, and not caught anything, okay? But I had fun doing it. And we may go back tomorrow. This may not be over, so this closing may be for nothing because I'm going to try to talk somebody into the next 2 days for me to go fishing again. I got to catch a bass in Korea. But if I don't catch a bass in Korea, I'm coming back. This place is awesome. The country's awesome. The people are awesome. And thanks for sticking it out through the video. Hopefully the drone shots got you through. A couple of the... Jacob, you did good, man. You did good. Yes, and Kim rocked it out. I mean, hey, they're 5 inches, but so what? Let's say they caught 2 apiece. That's 10 inches more than I caught today. We'll see ya. Bam! So, you know, I don't know if I've ever gone fishing all day long and not landed at least one fish, especially when we're doing a fishing show. But that's what I love about the sport. It's like I am more excited about coming back tomorrow because I want to catch some fish on this lake, and that's what I love about it. I'm disappointed in myself because I did have opportunities today to catch fish. I had fish biting my lures, and it just didn't work out. My timing on my hook sets weren't correct. Just some things happened that just kind of prevented me from catching fish. And the way that I approached this lake today is I fished faster than most people would fish this lake that fished it regularly, because I wanted to get a feel for a lot of the lake instead of staying and going slow and fishing everything for hours and hours and hours. I wanted to run around, and I even wanted to run around more. If I was driving the boat today, I would have been like fish, 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 run, fish, 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 run, fish, 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 run, for two reasons. One, to try to find a good area, but also just to learn. I wanted to learn as much as I could today about the lake. I feel like tomorrow I'll have a better chance of being successful. And if you give me a couple days on this lake of learning it and understanding it, I feel like I could do really well. The fish are here. It's a great lake. I just still learning it. Just need time. I just need time, and that's the thing. That's why fishing isn't luck, right? I fish 250 days a year. If anybody had a lot of luck fishing, it would be me. And I didn't catch any fish today. It's all skill. Every cast that I made today was calculated. Every cast was a purpose. I purposely cast this lure right here, fished it this certain way. And even though I wasn't successful, it's still part of the game. And that's what I love about it, because just catching one fish today would have been awesome. But just today, when I put the spinnerbait on and started running to the back of the pockets, and I had that one really big bass, even though I didn't catch it, it showed itself, and it was gonna eat my lure. And that was a reward in my mind. Like, okay, I'd made a good decision. Even though I didn't catch the fish, I made a good decision. So tomorrow I'm gonna get up early, I'm gonna put my hat on tight, and I'm gonna catch a fish tomorrow in Korea. I am gonna catch a fish tomorrow. I'm not leaving Korea until I catch a bass. Yes, really.
드디어 FLW 코리아 한국 대표 선발전이 열리는 아침. 참가 선수들이 출발 순서를 정하고 슬로프에 보트를 한 대씩 순서대로 내리기 시작합니다.
뭐 어제 상황이 이렇게 좋지는 않았어요. 그렇지만 어차피 토너먼트이기 때문에 제가 가지고 있는 역량을 최대한 발휘해서 최대한 열심히 잘 잡아오도록 하겠습니다.
전체적으로 제가 보기엔 리미트만 채우면 상위 10% 안에 들 것 같습니다. 각오를 뭐 어제 한 대로 열심히 하겠습니다.
뭐 물론 뭐 어저께 연습이 좋지는 못했지만 또 연습은 또 연습이고 또 실전은 또 다르니까 뭐 실전에는 또 제가 잘하는 거, 제가 잘 할 수 있는 거 최선을 다해서 열심히 해보도록 하겠습니다.
아무리 처음 경험한 필드다 보니까 오늘 뭐 아무리 토너먼트고 많은 또 쟁쟁한 분들이 있기 때문에 치열한 경쟁 속에서 낚시가 하루가 진행이 될 것 같습니다. 네.
어제 연습 들어오신 분들은 어렵다고 하시는데 있을 자리에 고기들은 있을 것 같고 잘 꼬셔봐야 될 것 같습니다. 경기 최선을 다해서 한번 임해보도록 하겠습니다.
뭐 어렵지만 오늘 뭐 낚시를 하면서 계속 뭐 좋은 방향으로 풀어 나가려고 합니다. 근데 뭐 어제 오후에 약간 연습하면서 뭐 약간의 힌트를 얻은 게 있어서 오늘은 잘해보려고 합니다.
오늘 많은 실력 좋은 선배님들과 같이 경기를 하기 때문에 아무래도 실력 좋은 사람들끼리는 실수를 조금 하는 게 경기의 분수령이 되지 않을까 싶습니다.
어제 낚아내진 않았거든요. 입질만 봤는데 예상대로 나와주면은 좋은 결과가 있을 거고 아니면은 좀 고전할 거라고 생각됩니다.
오늘 날씨가 좀 맑을 것 같은데 맑은 날은 조금 조항이 좋을 것 같으니까 오늘 한번 최선을 다해보겠습니다.
서서히 동쪽 하늘에 동이 트는 시간. 이곳은 육지 속의 바다라 불릴 만큼 소양호 다음으로 담수량이 큰 호수 충주호입니다. 뛰어난 자연경관뿐 아니라 넓은 수면, 심한 굴곡과 경사도로 인해 다양한 어종이 풍부한 곳으로 사철 낚시인으로 붐비는 곳이죠. 그리고 오늘의 주인공은 바로 스포츠 피싱의 대표 어종, 배스입니다. 대회 첫날, 총 67명의 예선 참가 선수들이 결승 진출을 하기 위해선 총 5마리 합산 중량을 합해 12등까지만 결승 진출 자격이 주어지는데요. 내일 있을 둘째 날 결승에서는 오늘 낚은 배스의 총 중량을 더해 최종 순위를 가리게 됩니다. 그리고 단 2명, 최종 성적 1, 2위 선수에게는 세계 프로리그인 FLW 미국 대회 참가권을 부여받게 되죠. 경기 시작에 앞서 다른 어느 스포츠와 마찬가지로 애국가가 울려 퍼지고 곧이어 대회 선언이 이어집니다.
FLW 한국 대표 선발전에 대회를 선언합니다.
박수 크게 한번 주십시오. 감사했습니다.
출발 신호와 함께 순서에 맞게 질서정연한 모습을 보이며 엔진의 부상과 활주할 수 있는 안전지역까지 이동 후 각자만의 포인트로 흩어져 녀석들을 공략할 것입니다. 배스 낚시를 하기 쉽지 않은 충조로 유명하지만 전날 연습 경기를 경험한 만큼 선수들만의 포인트와 채비로 빠르게 패턴을 찾는 것이 중요하다고 볼 수 있죠. 배스 낚시에 대한 열정 하나만으로 대회에 참가한 선수들. 그동안 갈고 닦은 기량을 펼치며 배스와의 승부를 시작해 볼 텐데요. 결승에 올라갈 12명의 선수들은 누가 될지 기대해 보겠습니다. 그리고 어제 한국에서의 첫 배스 사냥에 실패했던 FLW 상금 랭킹 1위인 스캇 마틴. 오늘은 출발부터 충조 지도를 보며 그가 생각한 포인트로 이동하고 한국 선수들과 같은 필드에서 빅배스 사냥에 도전하기로 합니다. 선수들에게 피해를 주지 않기 위해 경기 구역을 제외한 곳에서 낚시를 시작해보기로 하고 스피너 베이트를 이용해 캐스팅을 시작합니다. 그리고
There it is.
Oh, okay, good, fish it.
There it is.
Oh, okay, good, fish it.
I'm not going to say anything until I get in the boat. Yay! Going back to Seoul, we're going to go eat lunch. I'm going to buy you dinner. I'm going to buy you breakfast. Yes, we did it. We did it. How about that? Very good. I learned a little bit about bass fishing here in Korea yesterday. Didn't catch anything. Spinnerbait, a little windy, perfect stuff. Not bad. Hey, that's a good one.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a keeper. Keeper size. Yes. Caught my first Korean bass. And what's awesome is that I made a decision this morning to fish in areas of the lake that the anglers were not going to be. And we got the maps out and we found a point that I thought would have some current on it, the wind blowing in with a shady bank to a spinnerbait and caught a fish real quick. And I think we're going to catch more. So that was awesome. That's what's so fun about fishing is making decisions. And with my good friend Kim here, we did it. We did it. Thank you.
다음 시간 2018 FLW 코리아 한국 대표 선발전 예선전.
자, 안동 배스하고 모습이 틀려요.
미국 대회 참가 자격을 두고 자존심을 건 승부가 펼쳐집니다. 그리고 아쉬움을 남겼던 스캇 마틴의 두 번째 한국 배스 낚시 도전이 계속되는데
Number 2.
과연 200만 불의 사나이란 별명에 맞게 자존심을 회복할 수 있을지 기대해 봅니다.
Oh, big one, real big one, like for real, like I'm serious. It's a giant one, very, very big. It's like a 6-pounder, dude. Yes, it's giant. He's mad too.
Yeah! Woo! I don't know why I'm screaming like this, but I am because it's awesome!